think we can all agree that in today's society, tattooing has become more mainstream than ever. We have people that are non-tattooers talking about tattoos all over the internet, whether it be on blogs or on YouTube, clearly, and on Instagram. And you just see tattooed people more often, and you also see tattoo artists talking about the trade more often. I would say there's fewer trade secrets now than there ever was. I feel like tattooing is no longer just like an enigma. People know what's up. And I think people have a better understanding of what goes into it and how much work and like the permanency of it. And there's just a lot more information about tattooing out there in the world. So with that, I think there has been a level of popularity in tattooing that we see now translating to fashion. And this isn't like new to this year. I'm very behind. But I've definitely consumed a lot of said fashion. And it definitely appeals to me. Tattoo fashion appeals to me like weed memorabilia does to the pothead. It's just like, we get it, you smoke weed. In my case, we get it, you like tattoos. So, I think that tattoo clothing is probably for younger people, so they could still feel a part of that culture, or maybe because they're fantasizing about getting a tattoo, they get the tattoo clothing so they could still wear it on their body, even though they can't wear it on their body yet, It turns out that I've consumed quite a large amount of tattoo clothing. Basically, I just wanted to talk about the collection that I have accumulated. Most recently, I have stopped, or at least I'm trying to stop, buying fast fashion. Mainly, it's just because I want my purchasing decisions to benefit something or someone, and I don't think fast fashion benefits anybody, except for like the big corporations. So some of this stuff I'm not recommending you buy unless it's specifically supporting like an artist that you love. I wouldn't just buy something that's from like Forever 21 anymore. So that's it. I want to start with the first thing that I think I bought without even realizing that it was like a specific tattoo-esque shirt. And that is actually from Forever 21. And I think my boyfriend got this for me for Christmas, or my boyfriend's mom got me this for Christmas. I'm not really sure. So this shirt is a little more on the subtler side. It's got a little rose. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily like American traditional, but it's definitely on that borderline. It's definitely a flash piece. You've definitely seen it before in tattoos. In fact, one of my mom's friends just showed me a tattoo that looks exactly like this on her upper thigh. It's probably a little smaller than this. Probably one if you follow any kind of tattoo stuff on the gram that you've probably seen before in advertising, or you follow them on Instagram, whatever the case is, you probably have seen them, and they're called Bad Monday. I was a sucker for Bad Monday for a while. I really wanted like all of their stuff for a while, and I bought one hoodie that ended up being just way too big because I feel like I just never know what size I am, whether I'm like a little up in my weight or a little low in my weight, or I'm like right at my comfortable weight. Either way, I feel like I'm never like aware of what size I am for some reason. I definitely am someone who needs to try on clothing, but like in the online space, it's kind of difficult. So I ended up buying a large Bad Monday hoodie, but it was way too big on me because it's a unisex hoodie, which pretty much just means men's sizing, which is fine. It's just, I didn't realize that. And I didn't feel like returning it. I'm just the worst at returning stuff online. I just would rather keep it because it's just like a hassle unless my mom's willing to bring it to the post office. Either way, I ended up ordering a medium the next time, and it's a little big on me still, but it's definitely wearable. It doesn't go down to my knees like the large did. And it's this hoodie that's got a death moth in the back, and I would say that this is definitely like a more traditional, neo-traditional design. But you could see that the quality isn't great. The more I wash it, and I haven't worn this sweater nearly as much as I used, like in the recent year or two, I haven't really worn this much. I feel like I was wearing this like every day for a little while, but it definitely wasn't getting washed every day. It was probably getting washed like every week and a half or so. So it's probably only been washed like 10 times, I want to say. And like this decal is disintegrating. And I understand that it's just like what happens when you print things on black, but I just wish it was better quality. The hoodie itself is great. It's nice and soft. I like the thickness of the waistband. Not the waistband, the wristband. The hood's a little small. I don't like the hood. I like the hood when I'm wearing it down, but when it's actually on my head, I think it's a little claustrophobic. I feel like it kind of like hugs my chin in a weird way. And then I got my 2 Bad Monday t-shirts. This is my first Bad Monday t-shirt. I think it's pretty obvious. Tis an umbrella with thunder and lightning. Not thunder, because you can't see thunder. You can only hear it. So yeah, it's a thunderstorm, thunder and lightning storm. And I actually like to wear this on Mondays. And it's even better if it's raining out. We also have a bigger version of the same design in the back. And at this point, I've worn this shirt a bunch of times. And I think just because it's printed on white, the print hasn't moved at all. This print is solid, 10 out of 10. Would recommend the decal printing products. I don't know. I like it. But it stains really easily and it's really hard to get the stains out. I don't know if it's like just because it's a white shirt or if it's like the type of white shirt it is. I couldn't tell you like what this is made out of. But even here, it says it's inspired by ink. So they know what they're doing. All their models are tatted up. I got my cheetah, and it's a meme because it's a heartbreaker or something. I don't know. Cheetah's gonna cheat. But I like this shirt a lot. I definitely wear this one more than the other. So it's got a big decal in the front, so it's got absolutely nothing going on in the back. But this is what I wear more often when I just like want to wear a plain white tee, but also don't own any plain white tees, so I wear this. But I will say it does have a hole in it. Teeny tiny hole. Little baby hole. Can you see my finger there? It feels like Old Navy quality, which is all fine and dandy until you realize how much you paid for the t-shirt. There's a crap ton of brands like this that are affiliated with tattoos, but it's definitely not a tattoo artist making these designs, or they'll hire a tattoo artist to create the design for the company, and then that's kind of it. I would say there's no one artist associated with them. Not like when you think of Ed Hardy and those t-shirts, which I also have a collection of at this point, but I just don't have them with me. I don't know where they are. I think they're in the wash. I've been wearing them a lot. And now we have shirts that I like to buy to support tattoo artists that I personally love, or shops that I love. And this is a great one here that I'm wearing now. This is by Kurt, aka Sabboy Kurt, on the Grams. And the first shirt I actually got was Sad Witch Being Sad. And I love this shirt. It's my favorite shirt. And I love this shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts. I stopped wearing it because I got like this weird stain going right down the middle, like a pen mark, and I just stopped wearing it as frequently just because it bothered me that there was a pen mark on it. But I know that at least buying this shirt supported an artist that I love. I like to buy stuff like this that's specifically made by an artist that I love. Especially I got this shirt before I got tattooed by him, and I actually bought this from him directly. So this was ordered online. The Sad Witch Being Sad by Da Bay. And then when we went to a tattoo convention, specifically the Philly Tattoo Convention, makes more sense because he's in PA. So he was there. I was awkward, which in turn made him awkward. And it was an awkward fest, and I bought this shirt. And I think of that awkward interaction every time. But also, he's really great. I can confirm now. I can confirm now. He's pretty freaking rad. I'm just incredibly awkward, and that makes other people awkward because I can't help it. But I ended up buying this shirt directly from him, and it's even better. I doubt this was intentional, but it's definitely a plus that they are printed on Gildan shirts. Is that how you say it? Gildan? They're printed on Gildan t-shirts, which happen to be eco-friendly. So, win-win. Right before I had my back tattoo appointment booked with him, and I feel like my obsession just grew exponentially. And I found out when I was trying to look at his portfolio, because I was probably showing my manager or someone I work with. I was trying to show them Sad Boy Kurt's portfolio, and I found his website. But before I found the website, I went to images just because I was having a hard time finding his website, and this awesome dress came up. And it was by Gypsy Warrior, which is problematic in itself, like just the name of the company. But it's long gone, so no worries there. It's long bankrupt. But I found this dress on Poshmark, and then they never shipped it. I was real sad. And then I kind of just gave up on it for a while. I was trying to find it, but I kept finding the bodysuit, and I don't wear bodysuits. I'm not about that bodysuit trend. Not into it. I don't need a wedgie attached to my shirt. Just not about it. So I kind of gave up on it. I remember someone tagged me in a Poshmark listing immediately after too, because they were selling the same dress, but it was in a large and not a medium, which I'm generally a very true medium. But a year, I think, passed, and I found the dress again, and now I have it. I'm very happy about it, except this fabric is dense. It is not breathable at all. So I got this probably a month ago, and it's just, we're in the middle of summer, and it's just not wearable just yet. And hopefully it'll be wearable in the winter. Maybe with some stockings, maybe a cute mesh turtleneck under it, and a moon choker. That could be a look. A witch hat. Ooh, that'd be real cute. I could be a little witch for Halloween. I could wear this, and we could take some cute pictures. This is another shirt. I actually bought this sweatshirt during the coronavirus shutdown. And it was, all tattoo artists are struggling. Pretty much all service industries are struggling. All small businesses are struggling. We all know this. But the shop that Sad Boy Kurt works in is owned by a man named Ian, and I forget his last name, but he's a wonderful man. And he happens to have a shop shirt, and this is the shop shirt. When I went to get my back tattoo, I thought, ooh, I really want that sweatshirt. But I didn't buy it because after the 7 hours of getting tattooed, I just wanted to go home. And then fire alarms went off next door. It was a crazy end to a back tattoo for any tattoo, but especially a long session like that. And we were in a really weird neighborhood. Everything about it was weird, except for the tattoo portion. Everything from the beginning, before the tattoo started, and at the end, it was just a bizarre time. So I forgot to buy this sweatshirt. But while the struggle of the virus, so yeah, during the outbreak, I decided to buy it online. And I also bought it around the time I bought a bunch of prints from them as well. So, twofer. Clothing that supports the artist and the shop, and also buying prints from them, which I'm not going to share here because that's not what this video is about. But I definitely have a lot of prints from artists that I love. But if you subscribe, maybe we'll put a video up there one of these days.
Yes, the next grouping of shirts.
And now, I have a shirt that I kind of just wear at this point because it was such a terrible event for the consumer. So I went to a tattoo convention, and I'm sure we all know at this point, I love tattoo conventions. I think I mentioned the existence of them in every single video. And prior to making YouTube videos, I mentioned them to everyone that is in my life. Everyone knows about them. Everyone's sick of hearing about them. But I went to the first annual Hudson Valley Tattoo Convention, and it was just bad. They had great intentions, and I remember it was basically, I heard about this convention while I was getting this entire sleeve work done. So I've been hearing about it for months, and it had just the best intentions, and honestly, I think it was done as well as it could have been, but just the venue was weird. There was no place to sit. And I think that is very uncommon. Even like the worst convention that I've gone to prior to the Hudson Valley Tattoo Convention was better than this. Like, we went to my boyfriend and I went to the Asbury Tattoo Convention, and it was awful. But we definitely stayed there for longer than like an hour. We definitely watched the shows, like the stage performances that were going on. So I got multi-day passes for my boyfriend and I. So it was a whole weekend, 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we drove up. We were really excited. We drove up. We didn't want to get tattooed at this convention. Just because we've gotten tattooed at almost every convention, either we've gotten tattooed or one of us has gotten tattooed, or I got my nose pierced at one convention, actually the Asbury one that I mentioned that was terrible. So I kind of wear this shirt as a reminder to not go back to that convention. And they also had a barber shop there doing haircuts. We go to this weird town that like everything is run down. A lot of shops are shut down completely, like you just see empty storefronts. We had to pay for parking. And it's weird, like, to not be in New York City, since we live in New York City, to have to pay for parking outside of it. And just everything about it was awful. The food was expensive, and there was barely any food. I think there was like one concession stand that was selling fucking French fries. Pissed me off. That was the only option. So I just have this shirt now, and it's become my nighttime shirt. My boyfriend and I got matching shirts because this was the VIP shirt. There was no other shirt option, and my boyfriend didn't even want his shirt.
Yeah.
So I just have both of them, and I wear them both to bed interchangeably, or I wear them when I do special effects for like work, because I don't care if this shirt gets ruined, because it was such a shitty experience, and it sucks because I love the tattoo shop that made this convention happen. Now we have my favorite two shirts, probably my most worn tattoo memorabilia shirts, and these are by Regal Gecko Studios. They just have like some really cool designs. So this one is a burning church that says nothing lasts. So it's got kind of a similar design to Bad Mondays with the umbrella. So it's got a little burning church in the front, and then it's got a real big burning church in the back. And you know I wear this shirt a lot because it's riddled in stains. It's got a bunch of little dots from coffee spills because, you know, even though I don't drink coffee every day, it seems like whenever I wear a white shirt, that happens to be the day that I drink coffee. I don't know what this shirt is, I don't know what type of shirt this is. I don't know what brand shirt this is, because obviously this is like a printed design, but it's just like a really nice quality shirt. It's not sheer like the Bad Monday shirts. It's like if I wear like a nude bra under it, you don't see it, which is nice. And I actually stole this from my boyfriend. This was his shirt. I took it because I loved it so much. And it's like the perfect size to be like a shirt dress, which means I don't have to wear pants. And especially since I'm at home pretty much 24/7, I wear that in underwear and call it a day. I have another shirt from Regal Gecko, and this was before they changed where they got their shirts distributed from. So this was printed on Gildan. And this was actually like a misprinted hoodie. This was like before, it was like one of their first runs of the print. So the design was like placed a little higher on the hoodie than it would have been normally, and which ended up being perfect for me because I really liked cropped things. So I ended up cropping it, and because the design was so high, I didn't destroy the design. And I love this design. On the front it says "Life's good," because you know life's good. Oh, it also says it in the back. I just forgot because I can't read. And this is it. And it's got these cute little sleeves that are little leaves and acorns. And I love to wear this when I go apple picking with the fam. All of this is just for me to say that tattooing has definitely become part of fashion, and I definitely am enjoying it. So I hope you didn't mind this kind of video. I hope it wasn't too insufferable. But that's it. I hope you have a good night. If you like this video, please like this video. If you want to subscribe to see more tattoo content, please subscribe. And that's it. Goodbye!